breath here. Out on lunch again, and it was such a beautiful day in the beginning of October when the weather's gonna start breaking anytime. So I decided to come out and enjoy this day. Has to be 80 at least out here. Might just feel that way because I just went for a run, but I haven't ran in a while, so I figured I'd do a quick mile. You know, nothing too crazy, but just so happened to be at one of my favorite spots for meditation, and I had enough time, so I figured I'd come out and do not really a full meditation, but I'm going to do some breathing exercises. And I think this is a good spot because if you listen closely, you might hear the birds and other nature sounds in the background here, but we are very close to a busy road, actually a couple of them, so you do hear a lot of road noise as well, which in this practice would be useful because what I'm going to try to do is show you how to shut out that outside noise and the chaos around you so that you can find peace inside, you know, no matter what your surroundings are. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump into it. So what I'm going to do is mainly focus on breathing. I'm going to focus on my breaths, how I'm breathing, how the breathing makes me feel, and again, I'm just going to focus inward on myself and try to shut out everything that's going on around me. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just take a few minutes to relax, slow, deep breaths, not thinking about anything in particular except relaxing, slowing my heart rate, relaxing the muscles of my body. Now what I'm going to do is I'm ready to close my eyes, and sorry, I got a little distracted. There's a little chipmunk right there. The next step is here. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take deep breaths in through my nose, out through my mouth, and I'm going to do a quick check over of my body. I'm going to start the first breath. I'm going to be starting towards my head. I'm going to make sure everything in my head, my neck, my shoulders is relaxed. My first few breaths. And as I continue breathing, I'm going to think downward into my chest, my stomach, my legs, even my feet. And I'm going to just do a check over and make sure all these muscles are relaxed. I'm not going to do those step by step with you at this time because I feel like I want you to be able to take that silence in, which is really important, and concentrate on your own thoughts and your own progress in that. So again, I'm just going to start. I'm going to start by breathing deep breaths in through my nose, out through my mouth, focusing from top to bottom, slowly but surely going down through my body and making sure every part of me is relaxed. the next part I'm going to move into here, and if you need more time, please feel free to pause and continue your progress. But the next part I'm going to progress into here is focusing on my breath, getting it as deep and slow as I can. And I want to breathe into my heart, and I'm going to put both my hands over my heart, and as I breathe in slow and deep through my nose, I'm going to, with my hands, feel my lungs filling up around my heart. And I'm going to feel and focus on what that feels like. I'm going to take probably a good 5 to 10 breaths doing this exercise, so please join me for that. I want you to feel your heart beating when you're doing this exercise. And try to listen to your heartbeat. Try to listen to your breath. See if you can hear it. Okay, and I gotta be honest, I didn't count the breaths as I was going. I know I said about 5 to 10, and I hope that was about 5 to 10, but I got caught up in just feeling that feeling of the air flowing into my lungs and how it felt in my heart, how it felt, in my breath, in my head, and the rest of my body. Feels good. Hope it feels good for you too. So now the next thing I want to do is focus on listening. We're going to do more breathing, and this time it's the same thing. I'm just going to focus on my stomach this time, and I'm going to fill my stomach with air as I breathe in. And this time I'm going to focus more so on listening. I want to listen to my breath and listen to it filling up in my stomach, technically in my lungs, but I want you to focus on trying to hear that inside of your body and listen to what's going on. Focus on that. And again, for about 5 to 10 breaths. Here we go. Okay, good. Deep breath. And so, again, these are just little short exercises that can help in stressful situations, overwhelming situations. You might be at home cooking dinner and your kids are nagging, your dogs need to go to the bathroom, your husband's sick, things are just going on, you're at work, things are coming at you left and right. Whatever the case is, or maybe it's just an average day and you just feel like it's overwhelming and you just feel like it's stressful. Sometimes it can just feel that way even when it really isn't, and that's okay. But these are different things that you can do to help pull your mind out of that funk and pull yourself out of that situation and hopefully find some peace, hopefully, regroup and get back out there again, you know, full force and able to tackle anything that gets in your way. The idea of these exercises are to pull your focus inward. You know, instead of focusing on what's going on around you, focus what's going on inside of you. Not necessarily your thoughts, but something that's within you. And I have one more practice if you want to stay with me for it. Say these things aren't really helping you. Maybe it's just so stressful and you just really need something to pull you out. These things aren't working. I welcome you to, and this might take a little bit of thinking, a little bit of time to search inward and find something that works for you to be able to do this. But excuse me, think of something that makes you happy beyond comprehension. Think of something, whether it be a person, whether it be a song, an animal, a pet, preferably not an inanimate object, because, those aren't really what you should be worshiping. But anything that, brings that feeling of peace, of comfort, of happiness, something that when you think about it, it just makes you melt into a happy place. And if you can take something like that, whether it be a song, a noise, maybe it's a bird call, or maybe you're a Mopar guy and you like to hear an engine revving, whatever it is that does it for you. Find that and capitalize on it, in the sense that take your exercise and gear it towards that. So say, mine, for example, might be a bird call that I really love. I love Blue Jays and the song that they sing. And maybe I can take that and just, if I'm really stressed, just sit for a moment, breathe, and picture that sound and let that be my focus for 5 to 10 minutes or 5 to 10 breaths, and let that just bring me peace. If you can find something that'll do that for you and create your own exercise, it would be, probably the best stress reliever, because it's geared towards you personally, and I'm open to work on these type of things with you. If you have an idea and you want to work on it, but you're not sure how to adapt, how to progress with it, shoot me a message and we can work on it together. Give me ideas, I'll give you ideas, and we can work on something that works for you. But the biggest suggestion I have, and the biggest hope I have, is that you just try. It might not work, but at least you try. At least you're spending time trying to help and improve if you're feeling stressed for whatever reason. So again, I really appreciate you stopping out and taking a look at this with me and going through these exercises. Again, I hope that they work for you. If they don't, or if you have other ideas and you want to reach out, please do. I'm here, and I am excited to work with anybody who would like to. So thanks, and have a good day.